Hey guys, welcome to Two-Stroke Running and Repairs. Today we're going to be working on this ugly Husqvarna 280 something. It's either a 281 or a 288. It's a friend of a friend's saw, and it's pretty beaten up. He says it's not running right. I haven't really had a good look at it, see what it's doing, but I've just pulled it down and had a quick look, and it is worn, caked in crud, and not very nice. So that's just kind of a first look at it. You can tell a fair bit about a saw by just first looks, but he said that it's not getting full power, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack the bar back on it, take it out and just try and make a cut with it, see what it's doing, and then go from there. Alright, so I just fired it up and tried to run it, and it's not running very well. It's basically as soon as you give it throttle, it's bogging down. So that could be quite a few different things. So first I'm just going to go over this saw in general, and you look at it and you can see that it's quite obviously a very neglected saw. I'd say it's still running the original air filter, which the fleece has sucked through, and you've just got mesh, which is breaking as well. So it's definitely time for him to get a new air cleaner. And you just have to take one look in that carb box to see that it's caked with super fine sawdust, which super fine sawdust indicates a lack of maintenance or running a super dull chain, both of which are bad things to do. Also, I'm almost 100% sure he's running used motor oil as bar oil, because it's just so sludgy and horrible. Definitely not bar oil. It's super thick. It's almost like a pasty sludge, not an oil. But I mean, it's oiling the bar and chain, which isn't a bad thing. Next I'm going to pull off this muffler and take a look. Working on that 281, 181 something, whatever it is, and I fired it up and it was showing kind of symptoms of an air leak. I then tore it down, cleaned a whole heap of garbage out of it. I was getting chunks of stuff like this from just behind the oil pump itself. And then what I've done is I've just got a bit of bike in a tube and put it behind the muffler and between the carburetor in the boot. And then I've got this little thing that came with a shitty eBay compression tester that goes into the spark plug hole. I've modified it to take the tube from my compression tester, my pressure tester, and I've basically just plugged that on there, pumped it up. I could see it was leaking, so I just got some soapy water, sprayed it around the seals, and as you can see, that clutch side seal is pumping out a lot of air. So that's definitely the culprit, or at least part of the culprit. So I'm gonna get this torn down a bit more, clean it up so that it's in a bit better condition, and then from there send it on its way, or diagnose any other problems wrong with it. So yeah, that's just the little adapter thing that I come up with. Here we have the saw finished up, got it going, just tested it, runs okay, needs a bit of a tune. Replaced a bunch of parts on it. I'll go through that with you. I've just got to replace the chain brake spring, or the band on it, because that snapped, didn't realise it. But I'll talk you through what I did. So I got it, pulled it apart, pressure tested it, found it had an air leak. So that got done, compression tested it, it was only doing about 115 psi, which is on the low side, and just kind of gave it a general clean. So I pressure washed it with the pressure washer. It got new oil seals, new piston ring, carby kit, new air filter, new fuel filter, and that's it. So here you can see, I'll come around and zoom in on that for you. Much cleaner, super clean in there, nowhere near the filth that was in it. So that's all good to go. So just got to get that chain brake band and it'll be ready to go back to its owner. But yeah, best way to prevent someone having to do this to your saw is to maintain it, clean it, replace the air filter, save yourself a bigger bill later on. Alright, so I've got the Husqvarna 281 out here. Time for a bit of a test and tune.